Hey y'all, it's your go-to for celeb news. Before we dive into all the juicy details, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, share this video, and drop your thoughts in the comments below, because we're about to unpack some wild stuff. So, I stumbled across an old clip from about 3 years ago, and trust me, it's still incredibly relevant, especially with the drama that went down this past Easter. There's something Tiffany says in that clip that's just dripping with irony. It's almost too much to ignore. Tonight, we're talking about irony, folks. So, without any further delay, let's jump right into it. Back in the day, during the whole Coco era, Zoom meetings and people not even being in the same room, Tiffany had a bit of an issue with something going on in the village. Naturally, she addressed it, and what she said is hilarious when you see how things played out later. In this clip, Tiffany says, "Board of Trustees and residents, I need everyone to know and understand there is no trespassing at the old village hall." Now wait for it. Did you catch that? The way she says trespassing like it's the worst crime ever is dramatic enough. She continues, "I've been getting reports that someone is trespassing at the old village hall." She's clearly worked up, ranting about how someone went in there without permission and demanding to know how they even got the code. She's not playing. She's threatening to prosecute anyone caught inside to the fullest extent of the law. Sounds fair, right? But here's where the irony comes in. Tiffany then says, "It was brought to my attention that someone, a former Village of Benton employee, is wearing the Village of Benton uniform." Yep, you heard that right. According to her, that's impersonating a village employee, and it's a big no-no. Now here's where things go completely left. The person she's talking about? She fired them back in 2021. But they're still out here wearing the official village gear, strutting around in that super mayor merch like they're still on the job. Petty? Yes. But wait, it gets even better. Tiffany goes on to say that once you're fired, you no longer represent the village of Benton. She says it with so much authority, like she's the final word. But here's the twist. Tiffany herself, after firing this person, is still letting the merch circulate. She acts like she's the only one who can hold the keys to the kingdom, but everyone else has to follow the rules to the letter. That's where the real mess begins. Tiffany's holding people accountable for things she's clearly letting slide for herself. The irony is off the charts. She's out here saying it's illegal to wear the uniform or use the logos after being fired. Yet this past Easter, she was front and center at a village event, handing out food and acting like she's still the mayor. But let's be clear, Tiffany is no longer the mayor. She's not even the supervisor anymore. Still, there she was, standing in front of buildings like she runs the show. That's not public service, that's cosplay. Super mayor? Girl, please. We all know you're not in charge anymore. You're pretending to be both mayor and supervisor while real issues are being ignored. Classic Tiffany. Let's not forget, this is the same Tiffany who said once you're fired, you shouldn't be walking around in village gear. But guess what, Tiffany? You got fired too, honey. Now, let's talk about that wig. Sis, they might need to snatch the thing off when they lock you up because it's giving fishing line fabric. Honestly, it looks like something you'd use to tie a boat down, not something to wear on your head. The color? A complete disaster. You were aiming for blonde but ended up somewhere between yellow, brown, and chaos. And don't even get me started on the box dye vibes. It's giving DIY gone wrong. The worst part? You paid $1,000 for it. Girl, no. Whoever made that wig needs to apologize because it is not worth that much. You got upcharged, and that's the real irony right there. Spending all that money for something that looks like it came from a bad Halloween store? Wild. So, yeah, Tiffany's been out here acting like the boss. But honey, the law says otherwise. Stop the cosplay. You're not the mayor anymore, and that wig? It's not helping. Tiffany's out here walking around all high and mighty, wearing a wig that screams, asterisk, I have no idea what I'm doing. Asterisk, but wait, it gets better. She's acting like she's still in charge, impersonating both the mayor and the supervisor, all while lecturing everyone else not to impersonate village employees after being fired. Seriously? Tiffany, you're literally doing the exact same thing. The irony is off the charts, and now it's all catching up to her. Let's talk about how Tiffany has blown this whole impersonating a village employee thing way out of proportion. She fired someone, and now that person's been spotted wearing a village uniform. Instead of handling it with grace, Tiffany acts like it's a federal crime. Come on now, they probably just needed to grab their things. But here she is, trying to turn it into some grand offense. Classic Tiffany. Always exaggerating to feel important. It's honestly a joke. And then what does she do? She shows up at an Easter event, pretending she's still the mayor. Giving away food she didn't even pay for. Sis, you're not the mayor anymore. You're not the supervisor either. But there you are, front and center, acting like you still run the show. This is cosplay at its finest. Let's be real. It's not a good look. You're pretending to be someone you're not, and guess what? People are seeing right through it. This whole tough girl act? It's just a mask for how petty you're being. No one's fooled. You say people can't wear village gear after being fired, yet you're out here doing exactly that. The hypocrisy is wild. Tiffany, you can't go around calling it illegal to impersonate a village employee when you're literally impersonating one yourself. It's almost unbelievable. Asterisk almost star. Now here's my favorite part. Let's take a moment to revisit June 7th, 2021. Feels like a turning point. But you know what I'm really seeing? March 2024. Call it a psychic vision if you want, but Tiffany, get ready. Someone's about to come along and snatch your spot, and you won't even see it coming. And honestly, that might be the best thing for everyone. Fast forward 3 years from now, and I see this new person thriving, happy, peaceful, and far away from all this drama. Tiffany, that could be you, but only if you stop acting like a hot mess. You could turn things around, but it's going to take more than just playing pretend in front of a crowd. Oh, and about that ice rink? Please don't name it after your daughter. That's weird. It's giving cringe legacy project energy. It's one of those things that sounds sweet in the moment, but will come back to haunt you later. Just don't. And while we're at it, let's talk makeup. Tiffany, sweetie, you've piled on so much foundation, it looks like you haven't washed your face in a week. It's like you're trying to cover dry skin with a paint roller. Less is more. Right now, it's giving asterisk, I watched one YouTube tutorial and ran with it. Asterisk, not a good vibe. Alright, that's enough fun for one day. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video if you're here for the tea. Show some love. And hey, if you want to support the channel and keep me spilling the real stuff, consider becoming a member. It helps a lot.